city of New York witnessed a milestone event on Africa Day 2024 as Mayor Eric Adams, alongside a distinguished delegation from the African Union Secretariat, African diplomats, the New York City African Council, the Africa Center, and their allies, led a historic flag-raising ceremony at City Hall. The African Union flag was hoisted amidst great fanfare to symbolize unity and the deepening ties between New York City and the entirety of the African continent. This event is lauded as the most notable recognition of the African Union's presence and influence in the history of New York City. In his address at the African Union flag-raising ceremony, New York City Mayor Eric Adams emphasized the cultural and economic contributions of the African diaspora to the city and reiterated his commitment to strengthen these bonds.
I realize the power of the continent, and so just as you acknowledge the leadership in your country, acknowledge the fact that the mayor of the most important city on the globe is an African. That's right. Don't lose sight of the fact that of all that we've gone through, all that we've encountered, all the attempts to take away our strength, our dignity, our courage, our fortification, our resiliency is unbelievable. You have to acknowledge when I return back to Africa.
The mayor stated that the flag raising is not just a ceremonial act, but a testament to the shared values and mutual aspirations of the city and the African nations. He declared that New York City is proud to honor the rich heritage and enduring contributions of African nations and the people who call the city home.
So when we raise the flag today, we're raising the flag of the beauty of the African Union, but we're also raising the flag of our resiliency. We're raising the flag that right here, right on these grounds at Bowling Greens, Africans were sold into slavery. In spite of that, we have emerged. We are emerging stronger and more powerful than ever. And that is why to dedicate this year to the year of education. Education is more than what takes place formally inside our classroom. But education is looking at how all the cocoa is being produced into Africa and then sent out to other countries instead of Africa actually producing and selling the product on their own.
Viva Africa! And viva New York City!
Deputy Commissioner and Chief of Staff for International Affairs, Aisata Kamara, expounded on the importance of the day as the African community, of which she is included, contributes so much to New York City and the United States. Kamara also expressed the desire to come together to celebrate all Africans and to celebrate Africa Day and reinforce the mayor's commitments to the community. She emphasized the significance of the day and the deliberate intent behind doing it on Africa Day, which was to show once again that the African communities are united and that they are not just people that come to take, but are people that give.
We are New Yorkers and we are Africans, and I am so honored to be one of you, to be part of your community, and to work with each of you to make the lives of African New Yorkers better every single day. And we are very lucky, as it has been said many times by many speakers, to have a mayor that cares about our community, to have a mayor that is a part of our community. This is a unique moment for all of us, and we have to take it.
Leaders from the NYC African Council and the Africa Center, in their separate remark, speaks about the ongoing initiatives aimed at fostering economic development, cultural exchange, and educational opportunities between Africa and New York City.
It's absolutely important. It couldn't be oversaid. Anytime that we speak about African unity, it's important for those that are living on the mainland and those that are living here also. If they work really hard on the continent in supporting, when I spoke, Sheikh, I spoke about this unity for the AU to foster that and to sustain it, because through that, some of the issues that we're having, be that economic or the migration issue that we're having, they'll be resolved. Some of those people may not even have to see the need to go through the hassle to come here. If Africans work together to elevate and develop the continent.
Whenever we do anything for Africa, I'm always emotional,
this day is especially emotional because we were very, very intentional on doing it on Africa Day, because we wanted to show once again that Africa is united and that the African community is united. We are not just people that come to take, we are people that give, we have dignity, and we're ready to be able to support all of the Africans that are here through our engagements and to working together.
Oh no, it cannot be overstated. I mean, the unification of Africa, is something that is paramount to the success of this continent. The unification is also paramount to the success of us in the diaspora. I just mentioned it when I made my brief remark that 55 countries on the continent, from the smallest populated country, Republic of Seychelles, that is less than 100,000, to the most populated Nigeria that has over 200 million. That's a huge diversity on the continent. And that diversity is also reflected here, right here in New York City. So our unity is a strength that we need to really nourish and make sure that we succeed in this city, the greatest city in the world.
On May 25th, 2024, New York City Mayor Eric Adams, together with a distinguished group of African diplomats, the African diaspora, and New Yorkers, attended the African Union flag-raising ceremony, a brilliant celebration of African unity and culture in Bowling Green Park, New York City. Africa Day is celebrated globally, and the African Union has designated 2024 as the Year of Education. The event was attended by eminent personalities, government officials in NYC, representatives from numerous African nations, local government officials, community leaders, and residents. The event concluded with cultural performances, adding a vibrant touch to the historic occasion and celebrating the rich tapestry of African heritage in the heart of the city.